two men were recently arrested in Japan as they were linked to leaking Shonen Jump issues before their release. Now for years, fans who have waited and supported for the official release of manga chapters have been dealing with selfish leakers who share unauthorized scanlations, releasing raw manga panels which spoil some of the biggest moments for popular series like One Piece and JUJUTSU Kaisen. There were huge spoilers involving Gojo which leaked days before the official chapters were released, and it really makes it difficult to go on social media without these leaks popping up absolutely everywhere. In this video, I'm going to explain all of the details about the arrests that were made, along with which popular Scanlation group has been affected and what Twitter accounts are under investigation for leaking Shonen Jump manga chapters. This is a very fresh topic with new details emerging, so I'm super excited to share all of this with you because this may just spell the end of spoilers for any Shonen Jump series. So the news was shared via NHK Newsweb, and Sandman reports that today 2 foreigners in their 30s were arrested in Tokyo for posting Shonen Jump manga on the internet before release date. So this was the official webpage that reported the news. There was also a video report made by NHK which shows one of the individuals who were arrested. Sandman thankfully translated a lot of the information made in the video report by NHK and in their official article that they had published, stating that details about the arrest of the leakers revealed that 2 people, including a Tokyo-based company owner, were arrested by the Kumamoto Prefectural Police on suspicion of violating the Copyright Act by posting images of manga magazines on the internet before they were released. Now, according to the police, the 2 arrested individuals denied some of the charges as they claimed that they did not publish the images online. So among the arrested suspects includes Musa Samir, age 36, and another foreign national who runs Japan World LLC in Kitaku, Tokyo. So these arrests were made on suspicion of violating the copyright laws of Japan. So according to an investigation that was done by the police, the 2 suspects were arrested for the following. In March of last year, they posted images on the internet without permission of popular manga that are serialized within Shueisha's magazine Weekly Shonen Jump. Now these images that were posted were done a few days before their official release, making the data available for the world to view. So apparently on the 31st of January 2024, they were suspected of violating the Copyright Act by using a smartphone to photograph and reproduce an image of a manga magazine 5 days before its official release. So the 2 individuals had obtained the magazines at a store in Tokyo prior to their release date. The police believe that there may be other people involved and they are investigating the details of the entire operation that is being run. So Shueisha, the company that claims to have been damaged by their actions, commented on the arrest of these 2 individuals, stating that they hope that the police's response has clarified the actions against people who post spoilers, and hopefully this will prevent them from causing Shueisha further damage in the future. They also say that they will take any and all possible measures to protect the rights of the works that the authors that work for them have put their heart and souls into, and also to ensure that readers can enjoy the manga in an appropriate manner. So the question arises, how is it possible to post pages of a magazine before it is released? So in the process of distributing and selling Shonen Jump magazines across Japan, publishers will deliver these magazines to bookstores a few days before their official release so that the stores can sell them simultaneously on the official release date without any delays. This is similar to how games are sent to game stores a few days before their official release so that pre-orders can be sent the day before so that they arrive on the release date to customers, and so that they have enough stock in store for customers to come into and buy on the day of release. So coming back to the topic, in this case the publishers had requested the bookstores to start selling Shonen Jump magazines on the official release date. However, some stores that handle Shonen Jump magazines do not follow this rule and they sell the magazine before the official release. And I know that some leakers have workers who work within these convenience stores that get Shonen Jump magazines early, and they are more than happy to give these magazines out to leakers in exchange for some monetary compensation. I'll talk more about this later, but when it comes to leakers and Scanlation groups, there is a massive superiority complex with these individuals, where they feel like they're better than everybody else just because they have the latest news from Shonen Jump before anybody else, and it's a huge issue. I mean, they dangle this news over your head like a carrot, and they extort money from content creators who want to post about these leaks, and even individuals on Twitter who work with these leakers in order to build a Twitter following as a credible Shonen Jump leaker. So in short, because of the actions of these individuals individuals who get these issues of Shonen Jump online, it leads to a massive network of idiots on Discord who are boasting about having Shonen Jump issues a couple of days before release. And this isn't even going into how RAWs are sent to Scanlation groups and how they're able to release entire chapters 3 days before official release. So apparently some of the pictures that they had taken of the magazines had been altered in order to make them appear as though they are not being taken from a paper magazine. But these Shueisha publishers confirmed that no digital data had been leaked from the publishers. So I think they had tried to attempt to divert the blame to Shueisha, stating that they must have had some sort of a security vulnerability which resulted in the images being leaked from their servers, but apparently there was no such thing. So it was found out that these images had in fact been taken from paper magazines that were bought early from stores. These leaked images are posted on social networking sites like Twitter, which leads to fans who are browsing Twitter unintentionally coming across spoilers. This means that there are cases in which users are forced to read the next chapter of the manga early because of a stupid spoiler that someone's posted, and of course this eventually eats into the bottom line of Shueisha because fewer and fewer fans are supporting the official release because instead they are turning to Scanlation groups who release these chapters early and allow for these spoilers to spread online. So in one such case, Shueisha received more than 1,000 complaints from readers within the span of a week complaining that I'm going to stop my subscription of Jump because of all of the leaks that are releasing early. So by the time that Shueisha gets around to reporting these posts on Twitter, the individuals who run the accounts delete the images off their Twitter accounts before they can even make a request of removal. And by this point, the damage is already done. The leaked images have already spread online and they have garnered all of the interest and followers from the posts that they had made that were online for maybe a day or two, and then they delete them in order to avoid account suspension. And this is repeated on a weekly basis with each release of Shonen Jump, which explains how these Twitter accounts who post leaks consistently are able to survive in the long term. The head of the intellectual property division at Shueisha speaks about how it is difficult to keep up pace with all of these leakers who are constantly posting leaks and then deleting images before Shueisha even has a chance to report them. He even adds the fact that these works are being read for free has resulted in a situation where the authors are not being properly compensated for their work. At Shueisha, they state that they believe that taking pictures of manga works without permission and leaking them on social networking sites constitutes as infringement of copyright, and they ask that such behavior should be stopped, going on to add that it's an unforgivable act that could shake the very structure of the manga industry itself. In addition to this, police have also shared this press release of the Shonen Jump items that were seized from the leakers. If you do take a closer look in these images, then you can see the watermark of the group that has been associated with these leaks. It's hard to tell, but you can tell that these are chapters that were released by OP Scans, a massive Scanlation group that were responsible for releasing One Piece chapters, sometimes even an entire week before their official release. So it's no exaggeration to say that OP Scans were huge within the community. But news has just come out that OP Scan's Twitter account along with their Discord server have now been deleted. I don't know if they are already in trouble with the Japanese police or if they are distancing themselves from these arrests that were made, but it seems like OP Scans is done. So apparently some of the evidence that has been released has implicated individuals like Miyamura, OP Scans, Scanpia and Ryuga. So the most insane thing is that these images show the raw scans that were sent to Scanlation groups on the left hand side, then the work that the Scanlation groups do to clean up the entire scan, and then to add the English translation. So I guess it shows the entire process of how these raw images turn into fully released chapters and even color versions being shared online days before the release too. You can clearly see the English text on screen. So these arrests of these two leakers implicate also the Scanlation groups who have been sharing these chapters online and spreading these spoilers, which result in Shueisha losing subscriptions for their official services. Even a big JJK leaker called Mia has also been included with the Japanese evidence, with his Twitter account consistently releasing early JUJUTSU Kaisen leaks, spoiling fans who are waiting for the official release. So yeah, this leak that they're referencing here within the police evidence is obviously a massive spoiler, which really did upset a lot of fans online. So under these posts that were made by Sandman, one person asked, does this mean that there are going to be no more leaks before the official release? Sandman states that he doesn't think so, as many people have been arrested for similar crimes in the past, but the trend of foreigners buying Shonen Jump issues illegally for money and giving them to leakers has been going on for over a decade. So these foreigners are able to source Shonen Jump issues from some store clerk who's willing to sell it them early, and then they make a profit by selling this to leakers over on Discord or other social networking sites so that they can gain more clout by posting these leaks early online. It results in these leakers having this insane superiority inferiority complex. I think the overall response to this has been positive, with fans saying thank goodness there are going to be no more spoilers. Some of the fans say that leaks are bad, people should just read the official release. Some other fans have taken the position of saying that the only way to stop spoilers would be to shift from physical to digital release only and to make more money with digital subscriptions. Sure, there would be downsides, but maybe the structure of the industry should change so that it's not geared towards print release. I mean, if Shonen Jump works are no longer printed in magazine format, then that's just one step away of them no longer releasing collected manga volumes in printed form too. And we know just how much money Shueisha makes from these manga volume sales, as millions and millions of collected manga volumes are sold for any given series. So I think it's going to be a very difficult thing for Shueisha to just stop printing magazine issues. So while some fans say that hopefully spoilers will cease now, other fans are pessimistic, saying that there will always be leaks. Just because these guys have been taken down, somebody else will come to take their place. I think this is a very important step. It's going to hopefully deter other people from leaking Shonen Jump series, because a lot of major spoilers for JUJUTSU Kaisen were released days before the official release. I mean, One Piece fans who are waiting for the official reveal of Gear 5 were spoilt to death when the transformation was shown online in leaks 2 to 3 days before the official release. Hopefully with this, we're no longer going to have to avoid spoilers and social networking sites, and people can now officially subscribe to Shonen Jump for a very low fee as they gain access to a massive back catalogue of manga chapters, and they can also read all of the latest weekly Shonen Jump chapters every Sunday for the very low cost of I think $1.99 or $2.99 a month. I've been subscribed to the Shonen Jump app for years. I mean, when it was released, it was a no-brainer for me. I mean, it's insane the amount of times that I've reread manga via the Shonen Jump app, whether if it's on my computer or on my phone. I'm definitely getting way more value for the money than I'm putting into that app. I just think that in 2024, there's no excuse not to be supporting official manga releases. So yeah, I think that this is a massive step in the right direction. Hopefully fans will stop being forced to read Scanlations because of unintentionally coming across spoilers on Twitter. All of this is in a bid to stop manga piracy. Back in 2010, a coalition was formed of several different manga publishers in an attempt to clamp down on manga piracy. This entire issue of Scanlation groups posting chapters early, or an entire back catalogue of a series chapters online fans to read, it was getting really bad to the point that all of these companies had to come together in order to stop the unauthorized release of their manga works. This article from 2010 talks about websites which collate all of these manga chapters released by several different Scanlation groups. They have thousands of pirated manga titles, and they earn ad revenue from ads that are posted all over their websites which host these chapters, and this illegal sharing of manga chapters comes at the expense of manga authors who work tirelessly day in and day out only for their profits to be stolen from them. So you can see this coalition of manga publishers does include Shueisha, who are in this digital comic association, and of course it was the works of Shueisha that were being affected by these weekly Shonen Jump leaks, which resulted in the arrest of these two individuals. Now the police evidence that was shared shows Twitter posts along with Scanlation manga chapters, as well as raw scans of Jump magazine, which some Twitter accounts use to share early news days before it is officially shared via weekly Shonen Jump. I think this Twitter comment summarizes it perfectly. The physical market of manga has been decreasing year in and year out ever since 2014, and these leaks are not doing anything to help. So the arrest of these Shonen Jump leakers is a massive moment for manga copyright enforcement. Hopefully this deters other leakers from sharing images online, and it's just a very important reminder of respecting the works of these manga authors by supporting the official release. There's a large majority of fans who only ever watch anime illegally online or read manga via Scanlation chapters, and they most definitely don't have a subscription to the Shonen Jump app. I mean, I get it if you're really young and your parents aren't willing to pay for these things for you, but I think when it comes to a point where you've reached a certain age and you have a job, you should definitely be paying your way through all of the entertainment that you consume. At least all of the entertainment that is readily available for you to purchase. There's a whole different tangent when it comes to lost media, things that are not readily available that I can dive into, where I think piracy is justified. But in situations like this, where so many different things exist like the Shonen Jump app, there's just no excuse. You need to be supporting the official release. This is the only way that your favorite manga authors can be reimbursed for the hard work that they put in. So yeah, what do all of you think about this situation? I for one support the collapse of this entire infrastructure of spoilers and leakers. I absolutely hate the superiority complexes that these guys get over having news about a manga 2 to 3 days before it's officially released, and they honestly are willing to do anything just for clout. So I'm very happy with these arrests. Hopefully leakers will stop sharing spoilers online, or it will be massively reduced, because I think via this post they are making an example of these individuals. So I think it's going to scare a lot of people from continuing to do this kind of behavior. What do you guys think about these arrests that were made? Are you in support of leakers and spoilers being fully shut down, or do you guys enjoy reading chapters early from these Scanlation groups? I'd love to know all of your thoughts. Definitely continue the discussion, and lastly, thanks for making it to the end of this video, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. A massive thank you goes out to all of my amazing Patreon supporters for helping to make this video possible. If you also want to support the channel and see your name in the end of my videos, then check out my Patreon, which has loads of perks like early video access and so much more. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and whatever you contribute will mean a lot to me.